Hey everyone, it's Melissa, and today I want to talk with you a little bit about something that's pretty scientific. So hopefully you can hang with me there. Some of you guys will eat this up, but it's really important for us to understand exactly how essential oils interact with the brain. For me, it's really helped me understand how powerful they are and how I can really use them to my advantage, specifically with myself, but also with my family. So here is a little bit of an explanation of what actually happens when you inhale the aroma of an essential oil. So when an odor molecule is inhaled into our nasal cavity, it's first sensed by the olfactory cells that are a part of our epithelium. So that's just a fancy word that talks about two patches of our olfactory nerves that lie right on the roof of our nasal cavity. So there's specialized nerve cells that actually extend cilia. That's probably a word you learned in science back in middle school, but those are small hair-like structures that actually form down into the nasal cavity, and they actually bind to a specific type of aroma. And when that happens in the olfactory cells, it passes a signal up through the roof of our nasal cavity to the olfactory bulb. That's in our brain. And those impulses actually travel to 5 different structures throughout the brain when we inhale that essential oil. The first is the amygdala. You've probably heard that word before. It's spelled amygdala if you want to do a little Google search for how powerful that is in the brain. But that's responsible for storing and releasing emotional trauma. We've seen so many powerful stories using essential oils to actually open up people that have really been closed down due to really traumatizing history. In fact, did you know that there's a lot of research that shows, I would just have you picture the amygdala just like this. And do you know what actually has been shown by research to open up the amygdala to allow for learning and processing new information? Aroma. And so many people that have gone through such traumatic things in the past, they've got an amygdala that just sits tight like this. And there's no opportunity for learning or for releasing any of this super tragic, tough stuff from the past, right? And so we've seen through research that it actually, aroma has the power to open it up. That's really powerful, specifically for our children, but that can have implications for us too. It also interacts with the olfactory nucleus. That helps us actually process the smells, the olfactory tubercle, the piriform cortex, that passes that signal onto the hippocampus. That's our long-term memory center of the brain. I've actually seen this with my children. We travel often and we always take our diffuser and we diffuse the same oils that they're used to in their own bed, in their own bedroom at night. So we might be in a hotel across the country. We might be at an aunt and uncle's house, but my kids are inhaling the same aroma that they've smelled since birth. It's entered into their long-term memory and they sleep just as well as they do at home. It also interacts with the hippocampus. I said that actually the olfactory system is connected so close to our limbic system. That's our emotional processing center of the brain. And so that's why we can see impacts to long-term memory, like I was talking about, emotions, our autonomic nervous system, our hormones. I've seen so many essential oils, positive stories relating to how hormones can be regulated and effective. It helps regulate blood pressure, our heart rate, our attention. So amazing that our olfactory system is so closely connected to our limbic system, because that way we know that when we're inhaling an essential oil, it's so much more than the fact that something might smell good. It's actually having an impact on the way the brain is processed. I even have to just stop for a minute. And as I inhale that essential oil, just thinking about through all that I've read, all that's happening in my brain as I smell this oil. It is amazing. We were created so intentionally, so amazing. And I hope that through this study, you're really learning how to utilize that amazing design to really impact the way that we express emotions, that we feel, and manage emotions. So I want you to think about, you've actually had this happen before, long before you even knew about essential oils. You've interacted with aroma that has maybe made you nauseous before. Have you ever smelled something and your stomach turned? you proved that essential oils or that aroma impacts the way that your body sends signals. It actually made you nauseous when you smelled something, right? That's a physiological response of the body due to aroma. So I want to hear from you. What is a situation that you have had where you have proved that autonomic process through your brain through the smell of an aroma, either good or bad? I'm excited to hear all of your experiences.